Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to kind of touch in with everybody, see how everybody was doing, and happy Monday to you all. It's been kind of crazy. My stepdad getting sick, my vehicle breaking down, and then my dog got cut up yesterday. So, yeah, I have not had time to make a video or even really think about a video. So, this morning I've got a few things I wanted to read. Just had really been heavy on my heart. So anyway, hope everybody had a good weekend and has a great, blessed week. Okay, so today is April the 12th, and it says, April, whoa, it's February. Anyway, so, I'm ever so near you, hovering over your shoulder, reading every thought. People think that thoughts are fleeting and worthless, but yours are precious to me. I smile when you think lovingly of me. My spirit who lives within you helps you to think my thoughts. As your thinking goes, so goes your entire being. Let me be your positive focus. When you look to me, knowing me as God with you, you experience joy. This is according to my ancient design, when I first crafted man. Modern man seeks his positive focus elsewhere. In sports, sensations, acquiring new possessions, advertising capitalizes on the longing of people for a positive focus in their lives. I planted that longing in human souls, knowing that only I could fully satisfy it. Delight yourself in me. Let me become the desire of your heart. And for anybody that suffers with depression or anxiety or any kind of mental disorder, anybody really, just for me, that longing is always there, and I try to fill it with each and everything I can possibly find. Yeah, and whether that be YouTube or Facebook or social media, period, or a man, or drugs, or any kind of earthly possessions or people, or it just really makes a lot of sense. Because I've always had a longing, but I never really knew what it was for. And I've always tried to fill it with every little thing that I could find that might be fulfilling, that I thought might be fulfilling. And I end up on my face each and every time. So, it's a really good reminder for me this morning that I cannot fill that void with man or woman or earthly possession, because I'm not meant to. And I really want to read this real quick. This is kind of, it's like a prayer book. It's really, really good. It's called Prayers with Purpose for Women. If anybody's interested, it's a great book. Okay, this is for health. The power of healing and restoration. Because I know a lot of people got the flu, and there's so many viruses and funk going around anyway, so I'm going to read this and kind of put that good vibe out to everybody. It says, for good health, say to him, long life to you, good health to you and your household, and good health to all that is yours. 1 Samuel 25:6. Lord, I thank you for my good health. It is a blessing. I pray for your power to sustain me as I take care of myself by eating healthy food, drinking enough water, and making movement and exercise a part of my daily life. Give me the self-control and motivation I need to make wise choices to support the health of my mind, my spirit, and my body. Please keep me from injury and illness and keep me safe, I pray. Amen. I know that it might be common to pray for somebody's well-being or somebody's health, or hope they get over the flu and restore their body, put a healing hand on them. But how often do we think of our spirit and our mind? I mean, it's for me something to kind of think about, something that kind of slips my mind. I really never think to pray for my spirit or a healthy mind. That's one thing that, as a Christ follower, for somebody like me that came from, I grew up in the ghetto and did drugs and tried to fulfill my life with men and everything else. Yeah, so my mind is like one thing I really need to pray for more than anything, because it's really hard to get out of those learned habits, those old habits, and create new ones. I don't know if anybody else can follow that, but for me, it means a lot. Okay, and then real quick, I'm going to read this and I'll let y'all go. It says, telling others about Christ. This is Matthew 10, verse 32 through 42. If you tell others that you belong to me, I will tell my Father in heaven that you are my followers. But if you reject me, I will tell my Father in heaven that you do not belong to me. Don't think that I come to earth to bring peace to earth. I came to bring trouble, not peace. I came to turn sons against their fathers, daughters against their mothers, and daughter-in-law against their mother-in-law. Your worst enemy will be your own family. If you love your father or mother, or even your sons and daughters more than me, you are not fit to be my disciples. And unless you're willing to take up your cross and come with me, you are not fit to be my disciples. Obviously, he's talking to his disciples, and what was expected of them. If you try to save your life, you will lose it. But if you give it up for me, you will surely find it. Anyone who welcomes you welcomes me, and anyone who welcomes me also welcomes the one who sent me. Anyone who welcomes a prophet, just because that person is a prophet, will be given the same reward as a prophet. Anyone who welcomes a good person, just because that person is good, will be given the same reward as a good person. And anyone who gives one of the most humble followers a cup of cool water, just because that person is my follower, will surely be rewarded. And then it just kind of falls back onto, loving everybody, loving each other, being there for each other. If it's nothing but just a friendly comment, or, just showing some mad love to each other, and, in this time in my life, it's the devil's really trying to get me down. Okay, I've never in my life kind of been in this position. I've got a light bill. It's like $1,100, and I've never had a light bill that's been over $200 something. And last month I think was $3.99, and this month was $4.99. We just moved, and everything's kind of crazy, and I'm kind of regretting the move, because my other house, I knew what the bills were going to be. My light bill was never over $240. Yes, it was smaller, but anyway. So now that we've got this new place and these new light bills, and, my car breaking down, and last week I needed a tire, and this week I needed an alternator, and it is just, it's really just life. I mean, I know that everybody else has their ups and downs and things that try to drag you down through the week, and, like our lights are due to get cut off Monday of this coming week. And I'm really just hoping, because I've had to take rent and light bill money to get my dog stitched up. So I'm really just hoping that by the grace of God, my mom gets income tax this week. Just praying for a miracle, because that money is not there at this present moment. We took our tithe money and our rent money and made sure that he was going to be okay. And that's just because he's my child. If it's anybody else's child, it makes sense to take the funds that you have and get that fixed. It's just crazy that normally I would have already had my bills paid by Sunday. And, we're all got up, we're all headed to church. I've got my tithe money and my mom's tithe money in my purse and my rent. I just hadn't stopped by to give it to him. And my dog comes up cut, and it goes down around here, and it goes almost into his eyeball, almost an inch. And I don't know how he missed hitting his eye. The pictures, I posted some pictures on Twitter, and it doesn't do any justice. It's pitiful looking. So they kept him overnight, and I'm going to go get him today. But, it was just like, it was almost like God said, wait, I've got other plans for that money, so just hold off, and without me knowing. So I did, and luckily, because I was calling around to places, and they were going to charge me just $110 just to see him. That's not including stitches and medicine and sedation, and yeah. So luckily, there's a doctor in Pulaski, Tennessee, who is amazing, and he really came through for me. It did cost over $100, but I actually owed him like $96, and he was like, well, okay, if you pay your bill, we'll take him in. And so yeah, by the grace of God, my baby's getting fixed, and I miss him My house was so quiet last night. I have 2 other dogs, and they're precious, and I love them, and I don't love any one of them other than the other, more than the other, but, like, my house is so quiet, and my little man, he sleeps with me every night, so I was just so bummed out, but I get to go get him today. Like, I really felt like what it was like if I lost him, and it just, I don't even want to think about that. Anyway, so I really just wanted to say what's up to everybody and, man, do some outpouring on my week, because every now and then it's good to hear that other people have struggles and that other people have sorrows and woes and financial troubles and physical troubles and mental troubles, and yeah, it's really nice to know sometimes that there's other people out there that get it. But anyway, so I'm gonna get off here and get back to work. And I'm here if anybody needs to talk or anything. And I really hope those that watch my videos kind of enjoy them. Right now, they're not very exciting, to say the least. And it's just because, no offense, but the excitement has been outside of my phone the past few days. And I did not feel like filming anything that I went through. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great week. Love on somebody. If you don't like them, love on them even more. Love on yourself. Take care of yourself. You know, for all those out there that take care of other people around you, take care of yourself, because if you're not there to take care of them, they might not have anybody, and you got to take care of yourself to take care of somebody else. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a great week. Peace.